exhausted, but we're here. Hi. It's Marissa from It's Marissa Wise. I am going to talk about my eczema a little bit today because I get a lot of questions about it when I talk to people about it. Even when I post about it, I get some questions in the comments or on my DMs. And so I kind of just want to go over some of these things because I think they're important. And then when I'm done, we can talk about whatever. And if you're watching the replay, just because you want to, what I talk about on my channel is my eczema, smut books, and life. I'm not really niche in one thing or another. I'm just niche in my life. So that's what I got this morning. So we're going to start off with my questions that I get asked a lot. I gotta find them. I wrote them down this morning at 4 something because I was up. Did not sleep great last night, so we're just here. Okay, so the question I get very often is, what is eczema? I will tell people what it is, and then they still look at me like they don't understand what I'm saying, like I'm speaking a foreign language or something. The most common misconception I see and get is, oh, so eczema is an allergy. It is not. Eczema is not an allergy. It is a reaction, I will say that. But in medical terms, eczema is under the category of a contact dermatitis. In my opinion, I don't feel like that's very accurate, but that is what it is in medical terms. Hello to whoever just came in. I'm talking about my eczema this morning because I get a lot of questions about it, so I figured I would answer them. And the question I'm currently answering is, what is eczema? In medical terms, it's a contact dermatitis. The things that are also in that category are like poison oak and poison ivy. But eczema doesn't just happen because you touch something and then your skin becomes irritated. Eczema starts within the body, within like your gut area, and it kind of just displays on the outside as maybe bumps or dry skin. It's a little different for everybody. For me, it definitely appears as dry skin, warm hands, little red bumps, inflammatory stuff. So yeah, but eczema is not an allergy. It's contact dermatitis. So that's question 1. Hello everybody, to welcome in. I'm just talking about my eczema this morning because I get a lot of questions about it, and so I figured I would answer them. So feel free to say hi in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in there, or if you want to talk about whatever, I'm just kind of here. Okay, question 2. Why did I not grow out of eczema? Isn't that how it's supposed to work? I get this question a lot. A lot of kids have eczema when they're like 2 to 4. That was not my case at all. Hi everybody, welcome in. I'm just talking about eczema and what it's like having it for almost 9 years and everything. My case was not that at all. Muhammad, I don't know what enhypen means, but thank you for your comment. So yeah, I did not grow out of eczema. I grew into eczema. I was not diagnosed until I was 10. And that only happened because I woke up one morning and my eyes were basically swollen shut and I couldn't really see. And I was like, oh, I don't know what's happening. This is super random. And my mom came home from the gym and she was like, oh my God, what's happening? I'm like, I don't know. I literally don't. So we went to a walk-in, like emergency walk-ins. And they were like, yeah, we're pretty sure that this is eczema. And they prescribed me stuff. Muhammad, give me Nido. Still don't know what Nido is, but thank you for your comment. So yeah, that's how I was diagnosed. I was diagnosed when I was 10, which was 9 years ago, and I've been having it ever since. So yeah, did not grow out of it, grew into it. Okay, then number 3 is, when were you diagnosed? I was diagnosed in 2017. I was 10th time. Didn't know anything about eczema, so I was really, really confused when the person was like, oh, we think she has eczema, and I was sitting there like, what is that? Chris has lamb, so is that to know? I don't know what a nido is. I would love to know what that is, but I don't know what that is. So if somebody wants to explain what a nido is, I'm cool with that, but I don't know what it is, so I can't give you something I don't know what it is. Okay, number 4. What does an eczema diagnosis mean? It's a squishy, Muhammad. Oh, I think somebody else has asked me about that before. It's a squishy brand. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen one before, so I still am on the outs about it, but I understand what you're talking about. I would give you one if I had one. 100%. If I had one, I would give you it. But I don't have one, and so I can't give you one. I'm sorry. But yeah, so number 4, what does an eczema diagnosis mean? In this case, Cat's Eye is a good, solid girl band. They're pretty good. I don't listen to a lot of their music, but the ones that are bangers are good. So yeah, what does the eczema diagnosis really mean for you? For me, it just meant understanding what was happening inside of my body. That's pretty much what eczema, having that diagnosis allowed me to figure out like what I should be eating, how I should be handling things. Christian, do you have private links? No, I don't think so. The only like links of anything that I have are in my bio, and they go to either my other social media platforms. I think that's all I do in this one, is they just have go to other social media platforms. Muhammad Inhypen is a K-pop. Oh, okay. Got you. I've never heard of them before. The only K-pop bands or singers that I really listen to is Blackpink. I like their music a lot. Sometimes I listen to BTS, but not a lot. Their new songs are pretty solid, I won't lie. Hello, great Sunyoung8588. Welcome in. We're just kind of talking about eczema and random stuff, so feel free to type whatever in the chat. Obviously, keep everything appropriate, but we're just kind of here on this lovely morning. It's morning for me. I don't know what time it is for all of you, but it's morning for me. But yeah, that's all eczema diagnosis really did for me, was to make sure that I knew what my starting place was and how to keep moving on through life. Where am I from? I'm from Hot Mess, US. Gray, that is where I'm from. How about you? Where are we all from? Are we in different countries, different time zones? Feel free to let me know. Okay, number 5. Is eczema painful? Yes, I find it to be painful. You're in California? Hey, let's go. We're in the same country, period. Love it. So are you 3 or 4 hours behind? The whole EDT time throws me off of how far people are behind me. But either way, you're up extraordinarily early, or are you up late? Are you normally up at this time, and is it because you haven't gone to bed yet, or you are waking up to start your day? These are important questions. But yeah, eczema is pretty painful. When I actually am breaking out in eczema, in my hands, it gets like really hot, and that's not fun. When I have bumps in my elbows, that's also not fun. It just like there was a solid time where like it was just so itchy I couldn't sleep. It was pretty bad. Great. It's 2:08 right now. I don't have work tomorrow, and I stayed up all night playing a video game. I mean, fair enough. Like, you don't got work tomorrow, might as well do whatever. I have the same thing when I don't have work, or if I'm working later in the day, I will sometimes stay up later reading or doing something else, and then I'll sleep in. So I can relate to you on that. What video game were you playing? And are you an Xbox person? Like, what type of PC? No, that's not the right word. What type of gaming system do you have? Oh, you have insomnia? That's rough. I cannot relate, but I do know that that's pretty horrid. I've heard not fun stories about insomnia. You played Subnautica, and you're an Xbox and PC. Okay, cool. Yeah, my brother's an Xbox person. I've never played a PlayStation. But insomnia sucks. I hope the Xbox games are good. Number 6. How does eczema impact me? It can be a very mental struggle sometimes, just because I'm very careful about what foods I put inside of my body. And so I don't really like food. Like, food is not my thing. If anybody was like, are you a foodie? I am not. I don't like food. Food is not that fun. But we kind of need it to, like, live. So I try to eat food, but, like, I have to very much think about eating food. It's a thing. So that's how that is, and it just is very frustrating. Number 7, my worst eczema experience. This happened after my freshman year of high school. I did track, and I had switched. No, it was after I lied. It was after my sophomore year of high school. I had done track. I switched schools. Sorry. There was a lot that happened that year. I stopped taking my probiotics, and I got really stressed out. And so for a solid month, I had eczema patches all over my skin. They were itching so bad that I could not sleep. And when I did finally go to bed, I only slept for like 4 hours a night. And I couldn't take showers because it was painful. Working out was painful. Basically, living life was slightly painful. So it was not fun. And then my last question for eczema, and then I will move on, is any advice for someone with eczema? The only thing I would have to say is do not take any medicine and don't take anything medical for your eczema. I don't take it. I've seen horror stories about people who have where they end up with like withdrawal symptoms, like it's a thing. So I wouldn't take anything that's like prescribed to you. Try to go the natural route, whether it's through food, I don't know, other things. I went through food, so that's how I would say to go. And that is all of my eczema questions that I have. So now I'm going to move on and do some things around my room, and we can talk about whatever. I just wanted to answer those questions because they are ones I get pretty often, whether people, like, I'll explain what eczema is a lot, and people are relatively confused a lot, so there we go. Hi. Okay, we're gonna make my bed now and do some laundry, so yeah. Feel free to put whatever in the chat. I'm gonna be buzzing around and doing things. So, woohoo. Okay. So, this morning is an interesting morning because I work during the week with my family business, and then on the weekends I work part-time at a winery. So I am working all weekend this weekend. So I'm working today, Saturday, and Sunday, but my hours changed, and I'm not working super late this weekend when originally I was, so we're not sad about that. We're not sad about that at all, because I'm tired. I need my beauty rest, because who doesn't need beauty rest? Like, life is exhausting. We gotta sleep, bro. Sleep is, like, paramount in everything. It helps you function. It helps you live life. It's like, if you can't sleep, then you're kind of just miserable. That's how I see it going for a lot of people. So, yeah. Okay. We are making the bed. It's going great. Oh, really want to brush it this morning. Go. I'm so proud of myself because I've actually made my bed pretty consistently for the past couple of days, mostly because I finally decided to get consistent about it, and so that helps. And I go live to hold myself accountable, so that's also fun. Okay. And now we're putting the sheets in. We're almost done. I never used to want to make my bed. Like, making my bed was not something I just got up and, like, looked forward to. And now when I don't make my bed and I come in my room, I'm like, why is my bed not made? It looks so sad. So now I force myself to make my bed. And it's definitely a forcing situation here, because I don't want to take this time to do it. But we do, because it's, like, important for, I don't know, mental health or something. I don't know. almost done, which is even better because I'm done. Ouch. Butt hurts. Worked out yesterday. Worked my glutes out, and now they're ouchy. And so here we are. Okay, we're almost done with this, which is great. There's potato. Boom. And boom, look at that, we did it. Huzzah! Okay, we made our bed, guys. I'm proud of myself because sometimes making the bed feels very hard. But yes, welcome in everybody. We're just kind of here talking about life at this point. I'm doing some room things, so feel free to stay and watch or comment hi or anything. I'm good, Sarah. How are you? I'm glad you're here. I'm good. I'm a little tired. I woke up at 5 a.m. Well, actually, I woke up at 4 a.m. this morning to do my live at 5 a.m. And I did that yesterday for a different YouTube channel. So we're a little tired, but we're doing good. Adrian, Mama Marissa, how are you doing today? I'm good. I'm just very tired. I'm working at my part-time job today. So we're working today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Plus still doing all my full-time job stuff. So we're a little tired, but we're okay. Like done. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you. But how are you guys doing? How's your life going? Anything super busy going on? Layla. Hello, where am I from? I'm from Hot Mess, US. Where are you from? What countries do we got going on here? I know some of us are also from Hot Mess, US. We had someone in here earlier this morning who's from California. Do we have any other Hot Mess USers or other countries? Let me know. I'm gonna grab some laundry. Obi NZ Chur. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Some of my lingo is not there. What does NZ Chur mean? I would love it if you explained it because I don't know what that means at all. Because I'm not the smartest when it comes to some of the lingo. I gotta fold my workout stuff because I don't know about you all, but laundry is not my favorite thing to do. And so I was low on my workout clothes. So I was like, I'm gonna throw them all into the washer and the dryer, and I took them out, and now I have to fold them. And you all get to help me with that. Layla, you're from, okay, you're Turkey. You're from, that's awesome. Turkey is awesome. Turkishness is cool. That's pretty cool. So what time is it there? It's gotta be later, right? I'm making that assumption. I could be entirely wrong, but what time is it in Turkey? Because here, it should be about 5:18 a.m. Around that time for me. I used to get up at 4:30 pretty much every day because I wanted to kill myself apparently. And now I wake up at 5:30 because life is exhausting and we have to get our beauty rest to actually still live life. You're from New Zealand? Awesome, Obi. Oh, okay, that sure means hello. Awesome. Sorry, my brain is not up on all that, but that's awesome, dude. Hello. I am happy that y'all are here this morning. So how's our lives going? Anything exciting happening? Do we have any dogs, animals in here? What's up with y'all? What's also like our age ranges? Are we adults, not adults, somewhere in between adult and not adult? I myself am 19. I've been an adult for 1 year officially. Yay. But yeah, how is everyone doing? I am doing my laundry, so that's always fun. Not. We're just doing it because we have to. I discovered, you know what's actually insane though, is I just like my laundry so much that I had to discover ways for me to enjoy doing my laundry. And so I was like, oh, is there a fun way that I can fold my clothes? And there are. And so now when I do fold my clothes, I have the slightest bit of excitement because I found fun ways to do it. Yes, we must entertain ourselves when doing things that we don't want to do. Because what else would we do in that instance? In terms of pets, I have a mule. His name is Chico. and he's sassy. He's very sassy. I actually made a video on him on my YouTube. So if you ever want to see what he looks like, you just gotta go to my profile. It should be like maybe the third short there. He's there. He's a little camera shy. He doesn't always like being on camera, which is fine. I don't film him all the time, but there was a day I was like, "Hey, dude, you want to be on camera?" He wasn't really about that life, but we tried. He's just a cutie patootie. And then I have 3 cats. 2 of them are indoor cats. One of them is an outdoor cat. We had another one, but he passed away back in February or January. And his partner is outside alone doing her thing. But yeah, got a couple cats. I used to have a dog, but that was like years ago. So that's my pet situation. Weather. I don't know. What do people talk about? I'm just kind of here. I am ready for more warmer weather though. Like, I'm kind of over this cold weather. It's not my thing. Although the humidity is also not my thing, because that also impacts my eczema. It makes it a little unbearable at times. So I'm like ready for it to be warm but not humid. Like, how do we all feel about the humidity? Not a fan. My family really does not like summer, so I'm the odd one out in that because I don't like winter. Do we have a favorite season or anything? Folding my shirts because woohoo. And we're trying to find all my clothes. I have a whole clothes system at this point because like I switched rooms. So my old bedroom was very small, and it was like, it's like the size of a walk-in closet type thing, if you like want to put a size on it, but like a small walk-in closet. And so I had a loft bed and not a lot of storage, and then I switched to this room, and now I actually have like a little closet to my left over here, which is I think maybe you're right, I don't know, but it's over here. And so now I have a systemized way of storing my clothes, and it's like actually nice. No, that's like super random, probably not what you were expecting to hear on this lovely morning or evening, but a girl gets excited when she has a systemized way for her clothing. That is for sure. Anybody see any good movies recently? Because I have. And Project Hail Mary. Has anybody watched Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling? It was based on a book. I did not read the book. I want to read the book. Just because like I kind of forget how into some of the space things and other life things I am. I'm not like, conspiracy theory. It's more of just like I'm fascinated by it. And so Project Hail Mary was really, really good. And I kind of want to read the book just for like more context because I want more of it. Like, it was just such a good movie that I'm like, I need more. Even though what I'll read, it won't be the exact same as the movie, because the movies and books are never the exact same. The only time I've ever had like a pretty close depiction was Where the Crawdads Sing. That movie was pretty accurate. They didn't really change much, which was nice. The only thing they did was take out some plot, but not plot, but like backstory, which is kind of okay because like the book goes into a lot of backstory and you don't really need all of it. You just kind of need the main parts. So, but yeah, most movie adaptations of books are not normally like dead on, which which sometimes I'm okay with and sometimes not. Like Lessons in Chemistry, that TV show they made about it was not super accurate. Like they had a lot of the key factors, like where she worked, the TV job, like some of that stuff definitely stayed the same, but some other things that I would consider like important plot pieces changed, and I was kind of like, bruh, this is not this is not how this went in this book. Like in the book, and I don't remember everybody's names, so but in the book of Lessons in Chemistry, her neighbor ended up getting with her like television producer manager, but like in the TV series, hello everybody, welcome in, feel free to say hi in the chat or talk about whatever. That's kind of what we're doing at the moment, is talk about whatever. But in the TV show for Lessons in Chemistry, they made her neighbor and her husband get together, and then the TV manager got together with the secretary from Hastings Institute. And I was kind of like, fair enough, but there was already a good storyline. So, yeah. I'm just folding my clothes. We're just getting life done with strangers on the internet, because what's a better way to do that? So, yeah, that's my opinion on book and movie adaptations. I don't mind them. And I know it's all up to, like it's all art. Movies are arts, books are arts. And so I get that when a director or whoever makes a movie different. Shaw Milius, you're from America. I'm also from America, or what I'm currently calling it as Hot Mess US. That's my current name for it. We have some people here from New Zealand as well. We've got people from all across the world. We got people from Turkey. It's kind of cool how the internet works. We could all just be in one area, even though we're from different plot points on the globe. Just talking about movie adaptations. Are we into books? Is anybody in here super into books? I'm into books. I like books. Most books I read, though, are more like romance or smut. I'm not super into nonfiction. Fiction's great. I like fiction. It helps me escape from the world. It actually makes me happy for a second. Gives me a stress relief, which is fantastic. But yeah, is anybody else into books? And if you are, what genre? My favorite book, though, is not spice. My favorite book is murder mystery, coming of age, women empowerment, that type of thing. And that is Where the Crawdads Sing. I love Where the Crawdads Sing. It's my favorite book. I could reread it. I reread it at least once a year. It's that good, in my opinion. It's even better because the author was accused of, I don't know if it was accidental manslaughter, but there was something happening there. And I was like, it's kind of funny to me that she wrote a book about a murder, and then here she is, potentially murdering somebody. It's just always fascinating to me, some of the things that are happening in authors' lives that you don't see or think about until you look it up or something. There we go. I got too many clothes, people. There we go. And now we're folding this lovely shirt. I was a part of a reading competition club called, it was originally called IRC, which stood for Interscholastic Reading Competition. And then they changed it to BOB, which then stood for Battle of the Books. And BOB made more sense. But this is one of my shirts I had for it. We were the Baby Yodas. I never got to actually compete that year because COVID happened. And it was the year I was the most prepared for the competition. Didn't even get to compete. I was kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie. I was so excited. I was like, I'm so ready to do it. Because in the previous years, I had been one of the people who forgot answers to the questions for my own books. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be so prepared this year. And I really, really was. I felt very confident in all of my knowledge And then COVID happened, and it was like, yeah, so you're not going to do that competition. And then I didn't join the book competition after that because I was like, I can't. It takes a lot. Like, you got to read a lot of books, and if you don't have, like, if you only have, I can't remember what the best number to have is, because if you have too many people, it's kind of good on one hand, but then it's like, how many books? Like, it's a little weird. But if you don't have enough people, then everyone's reading like 10 books. And I had that a couple years in a row where I had to read, I was pretty significant, anywhere from like 6 to 8. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to remember all of these books. And I didn't, because it's just too much. I'm like, I don't know, man. So, but yeah, I was definitely a reader when I was younger. I'm a reader now. I've liked reading more as I've gotten older. Just because, like, I find it a nice way to, like, dive into somebody else's world and outside of mine. Keeps, like, things a little more happy and peaceful. But I like books. Books are one of my guilty pleasures, if you will. I spend a little too much money on books, to be honest. But I have adult money, and what else should I use with it, you know? But, yeah, that's my bookness. I love it. Books are great. And then, I'm trying to think of other things that I do. I work out. I do that. So anybody into working out or fitness or anything, even just walking or something, I try to walk. I have not gotten all my walks in this week. I've started trying to get like 3 walks in a week, and definitely been struggling with that just because, like, time doesn't feel like I have a lot of it at the moment. But is anybody into weightlifting or Pilates, yoga, running? There's more out there. Anyone into that? I don't mind strength training. Like, I strength train my legs, but my arms, I don't know. Like, I'm not a fan of strength training my arms. I know I should. I just don't like it. Like, it doesn't ever make me feel great. So what I do 2 different categories of fitness for my arms and my legs. So for my legs, I do strength training, and then for my arms, I do calisthenics. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's what I do. Basically body weight exercises is what I do for my arms, because that makes me feel stronger than, like, lifting weights. Because sometimes when I lift weights, I don't feel like it transfers very well into, like, actual scenarios. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And so I'm always like, I'd rather just lift my own body weight. Plus, that changes over time. And if I can always lift my body weight, like, I don't know. My brain thinks weirdly about it. And so that's how I feel about that. Also, I love colored leggings. Like, my workout clothes are some of the brightest clothes you'll ever see. I didn't used to have such bright leggings, but now I do. So this is not a great example, but it's got, like, star patterns on it. I have ones that are, like, hot pink over here. We got some butterflies. We got some, like, pretty, like, tie-dye things. I'm into bright colors when I work out, just because, like, if I'm running or walking on my road, I live in the middle of nowhere. So when I'm on my road, I want to make sure people know I'm there, because we have people who speed on our road when they probably shouldn't, but they do anyway. And so I just want to be like, hey, I'm a glow stick, don't run me over. Like, I do exist. So I try to wear bright colors, and it's just fun. Keeps it, like, fun, entertaining, and happy, and everything. What is this? That goes over there. What is our least favorite activity to do, or chore? Do we have any chores that we hate doing, or anything like that? Or what is a topic that you would wish to talk about? Because we can talk about whatever. I'm kind of just yapping, so feel free to be like, yeah, we should yap about this, or Marissa, you should stop yapping. I mean, I'm like a certified yapper, so some of those things won't change. But if you have a topic you wish to discuss, I am down for it. I love it when all of my shades of my leggings like blend. It's kind of fun and it just fades in. It's very nice. Okay. I've always kind of wondered, like, when it comes to like the gym outfit aesthetic, I used to actually care a lot about how I looked when I go to the gym, and now I'm like, whatever, like, I'm just here to work out. I do have dedicated workout clothes, but they're not like aesthetically pleasing, if you will. Like, when I look at like Gymshark or some of these other fits, I'm always like, oh, they would look so nice and be so cool for the gym. And I'm like, oh, I should, whatever. And I'm like, why? Like, I could just wear whatever. It doesn't matter. And I think some, like, there's a couple really cool, they're like body suit things that show off your back muscles, and I'm like, oh, I would look awesome in that. And then I think about the logistics of that, because like if I have to go to the bathroom, I have to take like the entire thing off just to go to the bathroom, and I'm not about that life. I would rather just wear what I normally wear and be able to use the bathroom, because like, yeah. Have some fun little skirt things here. I love skirts. I'm a skirt person. I don't have a lot of them, but I do love skirts because like you get to have a thing. I look like Keanu Reeves. Ben, thanks. I think I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Actually, I like that. Thank you. I don't know if you meant it as a compliment, but that's how I'm taking it. That's a new one. I haven't heard that one before though. I've heard about there's a TV show. I don't remember what it was, but somebody had a middle child in it that was a girl, and they were like, "You look like that person," and I was like, "Oh, cool." Yeah, I mean, Keanu Reeves is hot, so you know, he's married now, isn't he? He's also like 70 something. Totally was a compliment. Okay, cool, awesome. I appreciate you. Yeah, there's a new TV show with Keanu Reeves in it. Oh, what is it called? It's like Onward. No, it's not Onward. But it's about him being like an actor, and there's a video that comes out of him doing like bad stuff, and he has to like go and apologize to people for like being a bad person in his past. I don't remember what it's called, but it looks really good. But yeah, it's kind of insane because he's not young, but he definitely aged well. He aged very well, because like I kind of forget, like it's like Tom Cruise, like he kind of is starting to look a little older, but in general, like I wouldn't put Tom Cruise like super old, but he is. Yeah, he's old, Ben. Yeah, yeah. Well, apparently, okay, who in here has watched Top Gun? Are we Top Gun fans? I love Top Gun. So obviously there's Top Gun 1 that came out in forever ago. Then Top Gun 2 came out a couple years ago. Apparently, we're gonna get a Top Gun 3. And I'm like, why? Ben, people are saying Tom Cruise drinks a syndrochrome. What is that? What is a syndrochrome? I don't even know if I said that right, but what is that? Oh, is it like a thing to keep him, like, what is that? Yeah, but yeah, apparently we're supposed to get a Top Gun 3, and I'm kind of like, haven't we, like, done everything we can with Top Gun? Like, don't get me wrong, I think it's a great movie. I like it. I like both movies, actually. I think they both were great. But I'm also kind of like, can we have something new?